Hold on a second. All right. I shouldn't start off by laughing. All right. Okay, let's just try it. Let's try it, okay? So this week marks 6 months since I've been posting videos on YouTube, but I've been writing reviews for Veggetti and TV products for years, so I thought I'd pull out some of my oldest ones back from 2013 and see how they're doing 4 years later. I got 4 of them right here that are kitchen products. You got the Better Strainer, the Orgreenic Pan, the Veggetti, and the Stone Wave. So first of all, let's take a look at Better Strainer, which is supposed to clip on the end of a bowl like this lip here. Supposed to grab on. You're supposed to grab it around the edge, and it's supposed to do like that. I never found it to work very well because this doesn't stay on. It slips off. If you see this, don't get it. It doesn't work. You only see it once in a while in the clearance section or maybe an old on TV section that hasn't been picked through lately. Better Strainer, definitely a fail from 2013. Next up was the Orgreenic Pan. This brand has kind of been rebranded as the Red Copper brand and now has obviously a copper color, but it's very similar. You can see the handles. I mean, the handles are identical. Made by the same company. I did use this actually quite a bit. You can see here there's kind of a lot of residue in the bottom, kind of buildup. That never came out. I kind of used it for about a year, and then there was too much buildup for it to even really be effective, so I stopped using it. The Stone Wave you've seen in a couple other of my reviews with eggs, and it still works, and I still use it on occasion. There's a lot of people out there that use the Stone Wave that still like it. So the Stone Wave is probably the one from 2013 that I use the most because it's pretty basic. It works. The handle stays cool. It's not very large, but it's good enough to make a couple eggs for one person. Now the Veggetti was something that I used back then for a little while, and I kind of stopped using it. But just recently my doctor told me I should probably start looking into some healthier options. So I decided to pull it out and start using it again. You can make these zucchini noodles, sometimes called zoodles, by it's basically a large pencil sharpener. You just stick it in there and you turn it. It is basically a giant pencil sharpener for vegetables. That's the thick side. If you can see, it says thick right there. Okay. Then you have the thin side over here, which makes somewhat thinner noodles. There isn't a tremendous difference between the two, but it's simple to use. Everybody that I have encountered that uses this seems to think that it works, myself included. So you can use that in place of a pasta dish. You could put some olive oil on there. Very simple. These are still about 10 bucks. You can find them in most stores. So this is something that actually held up over time and works pretty well. Another product that I did back in 2013 was called Caddy, which it's in my car here. I'll show you what it looks like. I can't see it that well. This is what it looks like. There isn't much to it. It's a piece of plastic, but it's designed to fit in between your seat and the console. So when things fall out of your pocket, they actually fall in there instead of underneath the seat. Now, Caddy is the only on TV product that I've ever bought twice. In other words, the first one I had, I traded in my car and forgot to take it out, so I actually traded in the car with the Caddies still in there. And I got so used to them, the first time my phone fell out of my pocket and went underneath the seat, I went and bought it again. So Caddy has the distinction of the only on TV product I bought twice. I still use it. It still catches things that fall off my lap or out of my pockets. So it's something that 4 years later, I still use. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but it works enough to make it worth it to me. You can still find Caddy in stores. It's about 10 bucks for 2 of them. Okay, another product from 2013 that has been in use continuously since then is side socket. Let me show you that one. First, I'm going to put on my atomic beam headlight because it's kind of in a dark area. Okay, I'll show you where it's at. All right, I would take it out of there, but I can't get it out of there. But side socket is a swivel outlet that you can plug it in, and this moves. It has been plugged in here continuously for about 4 years, and I haven't had any problems with it. But I think it's done its job. The problem, in my case, I've got this gigantic cabinet that's really heavy, and I have an outlet right there, which is hard to get to. So the side socket came in handy because it provides me an outlet on the side rather than on the front. So I have been happy with it. I'd probably buy it again if I needed it in a situation like this. So one of the hot sellers back in the summer of 2013 was Spicy Shelf. It's a cabinet organizer that you can stack up or use individually. Here's how I used it. See, this is one of the 2 shelves. I put them in different shelves. It's supposed to give you room underneath it, but my problem is a lot of my things are too tall for it. Like that could fit there, but so I end up having a lot of my larger things in the front, and I can't really get to the stuff in the back because there's stuff in the front. So it's been moderately useful. I use it for a few things here. There's another cabinet over here I use the other shelf for. Tons of vitamins and stuff. Again, once you want to try to get to the back, you end up having to move stuff anyway. I'm not sure it saves me a ton of space, but you still find this on sale in stores, and it's moderately useful. I don't know if I'd buy it again, but it's certainly provided some additional space, but I think sometimes the stuff in the back gets too hard to get to. Now, they were test marketing the Spicy Shelf Deluxe recently. Not sure if that's actually going to take off or not. It's supposed to be stronger than the first one, because if you put really heavy jars and stuff on those shelves, it kind of sags in the back. So Spicy Shelf, I'd give it like a C grade. So there you have it. 4 years later, some of the products I still use, some of the products I still don't. My question is, what products that I buy now in 2017 will I still be using in 2021? Stay tuned, and I'll let you know in about 4 years. And also stay tuned next week, because I got something special coming up here in Frequent Reviews. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. You got to wait and see. Until next time, this is James White with Frequent Reviews. Thank you.